Okay, I've just recorded the third Stellaris video, I believe, and I'm gonna start the fourth one. I just re-watched it. Went very long. I tried to do an hour, but that one was an hour and a half, so I want to keep this one under an hour. But I also just want to try to get as much gameplay in as soon as possible, just so I can get more videos out there for you guys and gals. Okay, so let's see now. I do know that the time is exactly 4:43 AM, so probably at 5:30 I'll stop. So load Terran again. Why is it coming up as Terran, not... Oh, right there, Tuba. Oh, that's the Empire, and then that's the game. Okay. We'll see how we go. I've replaced the chair as well, so hopefully you won't hear any squeaking in the background. Okay, so let's unpause the game, speed it up by 1, go to the galaxy map. Okay, so now if you're going to build a space station, you want to build it here. Just because, even though there's a bit of a distance there, your influence will drag towards each other. So this might pull out a little bit, and then you'll have this egg shape pulling towards each other. And once you increase your influence slightly, you will actually encompass this one anyway. It might be able to build another space station. But if you build a station here and colonize this...
Construction complete.
A Gaia world, they're perfect, they're 100%. So if you build a station here and colonize this, there's a good chance you'll get all that and be able to build another station here, and that this bubble will increase, and that will increase the pull on this planet. So you might actually get a sizable triangle here, and a kind of
Anomaly found.
Research that. It's sort of a blobby L shape here, which would be pulling towards there and towards here. That would be just an egg shape pulling towards. So hopefully I'll be able... Construction's already finished. Okay, so there you can see they've built their own constructor, and they will build on this research when they have a chance. So I'm just going to move the constructor over here because I haven't got any use for it at all. So I'll move it over here. I don't know why I can't build an outpost. Oh, I'm lacking influence. Okay, because they cost influence to build, and there are unity points you can spend to make it cheaper. Interesting about primitive design. Okay, so yeah, so you find ships within planetary orbits. I'm not sure if that will add to your fleet or if it's just going to give you some research. So it's a large team, blah blah blah. Okay, so it's going to help our engineers, not actually give us a ship. Okay. So I'll get the constructor over here. Hopefully by the time it gets here, I'll have enough influence to build it. But even then...
System survey complete.
I may just colonize this fella and see if I can... I don't think the connection will be there, but... colonize this, keep it under my control until I can expand my border, and then I'll connect this and that together, and they'll hopefully encompass these two systems as well.
Research complete.
Pause. Okay, so I can increase my... I haven't actually upgraded any buildings yet, so once I've finished this research thing, I'll go to Earth and... Ooh, 2 tile blockers. Okay. As you can see, they're cheap, and they're going to pop up on a very regular basis. I think on Alpha Centauri, both of these are available to clear. So I'll probably... I think there were more forests than anything else. So let's have a look at Alpha Centauri. Surface. So only one seaweed, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 forests. Food and mineral. So I'll probably get the forest just to get the food there. Again, we don't really need much more in the way of food. We have these 3 here because they'll be enough, and then the bonus, once this is upgraded, you'll get a bonus to your food on both of these squares. So I'll get the forest upgrade. Tile blocker, sorry. So I'll unblock that, and then I'm another year and a half away from another research. Okay, so we'll start this again. Haven't met any other empires yet, but I am kind of keeping in the corner. I'm not actually expanding out this way. But once I get, anywhere over here, I think, give yourself a decent bubble. You're going to have another empire within this radius for sure. I just hope there's nothing along this arm. I have forgotten to turn off the fan this time, so if there's a rumbling in the back, that'll be the fan. If there's no rumbling, I'll probably leave it on from now on, because we are in summer in Australia, so even at midnight, it's still hot. Okay, so the constructor has what? Hasn't even moved. Whew, okay. So once I get here, there's no planets in this system, so that's probably just like a black hole or something. Hello? Planet. Oh, there's no habitable planets. There's just minerals and stuff. But as you click on here, you can't even. Oh, you can't even click on that. Okay. Awesome. Oh yeah. Whenever you've got something collected like that, try to unselect it, because if you right-click somewhere, I'll show you what I mean. If you right-click, if you want to check something, you right-click. Okay. Here by over here, where I've actually got something
System
researched.
survey complete.
Instead of going this way, I wait for them to be faster than light travel, so that I don't accidentally turn them somewhere else. Okay, it's Void Sea Nebula. As far as I know, nebulas have effects within the systems, but the systems themselves also have effects. Like a different type of star will affect your shields, where it won't actually help. Your shields won't actually have any power at all. So when you're expanding out and you want to build your military, you might want to make sure that your armor is extremely strong in these sorts of areas. That way, you don't have to depend on shields. And then when you're attacked, you just kind of make sure your shields are stronger. So yeah, so if you right click on something while it's selected, it's gonna move. Oh, it'll actually bring you the option. I can build an outpost. Okay, not gonna bother. Okay, so he's in here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 planetary bodies, but nothing's popping up. So before, which one was it? There was 4 planetary bodies unsurveyed, so you knew that 4 of them were habitable if you had the research for them. Whereas here, there's nothing showing up. So out of all of these, none of them are tomb worlds; they're just uninhabitable worlds. So nothing's going to happen here. What should I do? Oh, that's right. I want to go to Earth and upgrade. Now I've got better power production. No, I'm researching better power production, but I've got better, so I can go to a level 2. So I'm at mining network level 1. So I'll go to this to build it to level 2. Get that to level 2. I'm not sure if the maintenance goes up to like 1.5 or something, but I'm pretty sure. We can choose to upgrade this building. Okay. So what we've got here is this tile here is engineering. So this tile originally was society. So you had 1 society plus 1 each of the researchers. Now what you want to do is, depending on, you don't even have to go for society if you don't want to, but I prefer to. So I'm just going to make this a society building, which I'm pretty sure
System
I do
survey
have.
complete.
And with this one, if I build a science center here, I don't necessarily have to upgrade it to a engineering research. I can actually upgrade the science lab to society again. So I'll have 1, 1, 1, but down here will be 1, 1, 2, and then if I upgrade the society, it'll be 1, 2, 2, and it will just keep increasing the science you're building. And you can see my engineering is pretty good, and even though it costs more than the others, it's taking less time because there's a little bit more. There's like 4 plus 4 to the society, so you can see that early game research is really strong if you can get the things going. A small short range transmitter has been located on this. So this gives you an extra oh no, it doesn't. Okay, so a very similar thing here where you might find an outpost where one of your scientists, like when your science ships disappear, one of the outposts might be that scientist and he wants to come back, or sometimes the scientist will be dragged into a wormhole or an anomaly, and you might get another crisis. Well, another thing will pop up where you might get a scientist to come join your group. You can either just suggest that he be left alone to stay on the outpost, or you can introduce him to your society as a scientist. So, okay, so that gives you +4 mineral. So let's go up to this planet. So you got +2, so this should go up to 6. There. Now it wasn't that 2 added 4 to it. There's a planetoid with 2, and then the planet you just visited had 4. So again, this is a very good system, worth putting a space station on just for what's researched so far. All the minerals and energy.
System survey complete.
And that's finished anyway. But all the a new faction is okay. This is what I was talking about, factions. Church of Divine Guidance. The members support spiritual. Okay, that's what we're doing. So they're going to increase your influence, I think, because go to a faction of this. So it doesn't actually say which planet, but we'll just pause the game and I'll show you here in factions. You've got them here. So if their issues here coincide with yours, you'll actually get an effect of a bonus influence. I don't think you get minus influence. I think it only stays at 0 or above. But if any of these things are within your own setting foot and intent will upset. See, now you can't send robots there because this will just upset these people. They're unhappy at 55%, but as you know on Earth, the happiness level is 55. So with research, you can actually increase the happiness. There was that temple. Do I have an empty space? I really don't want to build. Actually, I can probably build on a. I'll probably build it on a mineral. Do I have a spare? No, I don't. I'll clear this blocker. I've got more than enough energy to waste on this for now. So I'll clear this blocker and I'll build that this temple. This will give ethics attraction. This will kind of slow down the factions splitting off from your empire, because your ethics are going to attract more people to it. It doesn't affect happiness, and then you'll get +3 unity, which brings us up to 10. And because you're going to get +3, it's probably going to be close to 11.5 because of the edicts and stuff you've got active. So I really want to build that there as soon as possible. And we'll start the game playing again. So yeah, I've upgraded the star base and now I've got 2. So if I go back to Alpha Centauri and check out that starbase. Now they will upgrade that starbase on their own when they've got the resources to do so, but you can also upgrade it yourself. Upgrade that. Lacking 400, so I need 750 minerals. So what I can do here, let's have a look. Nope. Communication. Nope. Nope. Another observation post. So I can get quite a bit of society research, 3 times 8 research, plus any other research in that solar system. Okay, this is new.
Fleeing aggressors.
Okay, so I'm just going to pause this, get into the galaxy mode, and have a look. So the aggressors must be over here. Ancient mining drones. Okay, this is something that's going to stay in the system. So for him to go here, he's going to have to go all the way around. This is what I was afraid of. Getting blocked off right before I can get up that arm. So I need an army of 800 or 900 to defend this. If I get I can get 700 if I just keep building ships. But if I build, I think for each ship I build, it's going to cost minerals to maintain. So how do I build ships? I was there before. So shipyard, there you go. So corvettes cost 123. Maintenance is size, ship, hull, armor, damage, speed, evasion, shield recharge, cost, upkeep 0.7. Ooh, so I can get 20 of those easily with the upkeep, and the minerals I can get 10. So I'm going to give myself 7 more. So the first one will just be timed. Then after that, they'll be numbered. So if you get to 6, oh, I can't build 6. I haven't got enough minerals at this point. So I've got 5. Once these 2 are built, I'll have 5. So I'll unpause the game and let it play. So he's going to evade. Because I don't want him flying all the way around to get back to this one here, I'm going to have to change his. So you can see he's going to go all the way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him survey this one, explore, and then I'm going to have him come back down and just do this little circular bit here. Hopefully by the time he does that, see, now I'm going to start focusing on weapons research. I'm going to start focusing on weapons research just so I can upgrade my fleet so they can attack these drones. So I really want to clear out this this is beyond a joke. Sons of, I say. I'm a bit of an F-bomber. Okay, large group of faithless criminals from... here it is. This is the birth of piracy. It took a lot longer than usual. The provoked actor must be allowed to continue. Okay. Now, what we've got to do is wipe out their fleet and then find the starbase that's building the fleets, because if you don't destroy the starbase, they'll just build more fleets and send more fleets out. We've got to determine where they're coming from. I don't know if there's any sign of them on the map, but we'll have to destroy them as soon as possible. Now what they will do is they'll come into your star system and start wiping out your
construction complete.
Your mines. So I'll pause this again. Okay, so I can upgrade the power plant now, and I'll do that as soon as possible. Okay, see, this is the one I would have gone for, energy grid. The automatic, oh, see, this one I really want, but now that I'm getting attacked, I want to improve my defenses. Actually, shields, like I said, shields aren't important. It's the armor and, what's the other part? Armor. I think you can just upgrade the hit points or in general, like your ships will take 25% less damage, or something like that. I think it's 0.25. You can, every time you upgrade it, it doubles the value. So you will start at 600, and then when you upgrade another 2.5, it goes to 1200. Another 2.5 will be 2400, and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to research this one, just so I don't have to worry about my science vessels. They'll just go off and do their own thing. Pause. But as soon as I can get the next one of this will help hopefully have shields. Okay, what appears from space, press the structure, close what it is. See, again, you've got a failure risk, and it just shows that nothing was important on that planet. Okay, so unfortunate. So what I'll wait for is for this, and then as soon as that finishes, I'll research the first.
Spotted.
Okay, we'll
Station
pause this.
under attack.
See, they go straight for the station. Now, where are they? Here. 189. So, I've got one extra ship, which has brought it up another 72. I think it was 107, wasn't it? So 72 points, which doesn't make sense. So I can upgrade them. No upgrades available. How is that possible? Oh, they're in my system too. So hopefully my starbase itself will scare them off, because I've got a 300 strength starbase. So let's see what they do. They're going to go for the starbase. Okay. So as soon as they come for the starbase, I'll activate... no. They're going for the mines, just like
Research
I thought they would.
complete.
So I'll pause again and check out my research options. Shields. Armor. I'll go straight for the armor. 57 months. Hang on, that's more... no, they haven't taken it out yet. Oh, maybe because I've got more planets. Because you get an extra planet, you get a penalty to your research. I don't exactly know how that works. But, yeah, it's what you have to deal with. So I'm going to go back here. So obviously they're pretty close to your home planet. So you don't have to go too far to find their base. Even though you've scanned the system they're in, they weren't in there when you scanned it. And because you haven't got an active scan for that system in general, they're going to have a base there you're not going to know about. So I'm going to bring my... the constructor won't come here because it's got an enemy fleet. So I might... Where are we? Stop it. I'm just going to attack these guys. I'll pause the game. And again, I want to... Energy is always good, so another 5%, I'll get point... My monthly gain... No, what's my... Production is 24, so I'll get 5% on that 24. So 5%. So what's that? So we'll have a look. 24 produced base. That's almost 30. Yeah, so 30. So we'll have a look. That should jump up, but we'll have a quick look at that. I want to go yes. Now it's going to take another 54 months for the next one. And 26. Yeah, so everything's gone up 5%. And that's why these are pretty good. Building, upgrading power plants on services kind. So upgrading your power plant will give you an extra 0.05% of energy. But when you go through all the planets you own, that's quite a large increase in mid to late game. Then I'll do this one. So I want to have a quick look. Oh, you also want to turn your fleet into... Where is it? I didn't. Okay, so you can see that the shields are going pretty quick. Hopefully, they've got stronger army, but I've got more weapons hitting them. So as long as I can take out one of their ships before they take out one of mine, I should be able to take them out altogether. So you can see my power is dropping even though I haven't lost the ship because so much damage has been done to it, it's not 100% effective. So hopefully I can take out the rest of their shit. Oh, they've lost all their shields, I've still got a few shields, so hopefully I should be able to take them out. Okay, come on, come on, come on, you can do it. Yes. Okay, so they're as good as gone. And now my starbase is attacking them because they've drifted too close to it. Whew. Now, I can... Where are we? I can repair. So they're going to go back to the starbase and repair. Okay, so we'll double click on that to find out what just happened. Military research, get rid of this. So we don't know what these are, just a hostile alien. Again, now he's going to have to come back, go right around and do that. So we've got two factions going, so I'll check that out. The sector. So he's going to go all the way around to do that. So I'm going to have him... Oh, he has to do it anyway. Oh, this is redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. Okay. Okay, fully repaired. So what I'm going to do is have him survey this system. Then I'm going to hit the... okay, yep, nothing of importance. Then I'm going to hit the shift key and do the re-explore again. I'm pretty happy with what I've explored because it's really close to my base, but I really want to explore that entire arm. See, I can't even get back into the arm through here until I've destroyed these fellas. Now the automated mines, you can't control them in any way. Seems to be a lot more hostility in this level of the game, in this version of the game. You didn't really have this many hostile aliens nearby, so I'm assuming they're saying if you want to survive in this game, you've got to build your fleet up. So I don't normally build my fleet up, but I might have to change my tactics for this game because this version has obviously changed a lot. I really don't know exactly what I'm doing, to be honest. Again, the whole point of this site is for new players, for myself who is new to this version, to learn all the new variety of gameplays. Hopefully it just works out a lot better. A lot better than what's actually happening at this point, because I really don't know if I'm actually going to survive very long in this, because of my tactics were use the star bases as extra food, mineral and energy, which seems to have changed slightly. So I'm going to have to build food on the planets, which takes up a tile that I could have used for energy production. There's a lot more hostile aliens near your own borders, so I've got to have a fleet of at least 1,000 power. asset protection. That's a robotic army. I think protection units are robotic armies. Yeah, so basically they're saying you've got to build your fleets up pretty early in the game if you want to survive. So I think they've actually changed the gameplay to more of a military stance.
Anomaly found.
Research that, get rid of the token. Constructor. Earth. Oh, nothing was destroyed in Earth. I got to the ships before they had a chance. But again, I can't really do anything with my constructor. The only thing I can really do at this point is focus on military research in an effort to get my military up so that I can attack, at the very least, this one, just so I can research the arm. But I'm pretty sure once I attack this, there'll be something right here waiting. Okay, the signal we ensure. Special project, so intriguing. Okay, so we can actually get a destroyer class, which is the next level up. There's the possibility of that. So we'll
Situation log updated.
try. I think this is a timed event. No. Track on map, and we'll get this fella to research. So if he finishes this research and wins it, then we will should actually get a destroyer class. So 4 of 21.
Special project complete.
The undead, what is disturbing? They appear to have been killed by some highly advanced brain parasites. Grew from the infestation. Okay. Oh, so we'd actually get a ship from that. That's bad. I was hoping to get a ship from that. Okay, so let's go back to the Sol system shipyard. And let's just build a whole heap. Again, I want to get close to 10. So if I can get 10, that will give me a rough idea of how much I will have at 10, and then as I upgrade 10, I'll go from, going from 120 to like, instead of just getting an extra 20 points, because I've got 10, I'll get an extra 60 or 70 points of damage. So the more smaller ships you have against a small army of highest level, the better, because you got more guns trained on fewer ships. Even though you got stronger weapons, you're more likely to win that battle. Again, it's all about calculating the sort of shields and armor they have. Like, we probably only beat. I'm pretty sure when the pirates spawn off from you, they will. How can I put this? They will have the same technology level as you. So as soon as they spawn off, you might want to start researching some technologies just so your ships have more on them. Now, they attacked Earth, but they didn't come from here. They didn't come through here. They couldn't have come through here because of these bases are already here. So they could have come from one of these two or one of these two, because they hit pretty early on. So I want to
Anomaly found.
search. Okay, so we just got a third faction, so I'm just going to pause this and have a look at the factions that have popped up. Oh no, the faction was already there, it just took a while to activate itself. So this was the original one. No, this was the original one. Okay, so they're slightly happier, so I don't know why they would have done this. So you can manage these. You can actually suppress them through media saying that, we're doing such and such, and that will make their cause less likely to attract more people. So they got a population of 5. Now, I think the entire civilization population is 12. Not sure if there's anything up no, there's nothing up the top that says that. So we got 10 on. Got to upgrade the energy as well. So we got 10 on 11 now, and then on Alpha Centauri we might have 5. Whoa! What the? How did they grow so fast? Hang on, did Earth have all its squares filled? I think what happened was Earth got filled, and then people migrated over, and then it's starting to populate again. So I'm having. Actually, this might be a good way. I might not open these tiles just yet, because This might be a good way to get Alpha Centauri going, but again, food production. Okay, so I can upgrade my energy, as you can see. Okay, so the food's disappeared, but the Berethian stone hasn't. So once I get the energy plant, research the energy plant that uses Berethian stone, I can actually replace this energy. But I can't actually upgrade it just yet for two reasons. I don't have enough minerals, but that's not a major issue because I'm growing them pretty quick for the beginning of the game. I have to upgrade this to a level 2, but I can't upgrade that to a level 2 until I've got 5 population. Oh no, I can do it right now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, 5 population, and then I think it's 10 and 15. So if you got a small planet that's only got 4 of tiles, you can't actually upgrade your planetary base because you have to have a population of 5. But I do believe there's a new edict. I think you have to research it. Yeah, you can actually have an edict where it says find more land. So I'll actually get 1 or 2 extra land plots later on in the game. But as far as I understand it, the larger the planet, so that's got 16, and this has got, wait, that's not right, nah, 16. It's got 18. So I might get 1 or 2 here. More than likely get 2 here, just for the size of it. And if you got like 3 or 4, you're going to get 3. That's probably guaranteed. I don't think it's guaranteed, but it's like a percentage. You're 90% likely to get 3, 7% likely to get 2, and then 2% likely to get 1 or something like that. I don't exactly know the math behind it, but you can increase the level. But you're better off not colonizing small planets in the first place, just because they are a hassle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to increase my population, because my fleet size, even if I get this maxed out to 21, I'm not going to have anywhere near enough firepower until I upgrade my weapons. So I need to get a bigger population so I can get bigger fleet. But the problem is, as you can see, even this early on, I've already got 2 factions with 5 population each. So that's a third, 2/3 of my empire are fighting against each other. So there's 3 different factions. My main faction, which is my empire build, and then these 2 other factions. Now with managed faction, let's see what we can do. Embrace the policies and values of economic, bringing them into our government. This will permanently change our governing ethics and displease all other factions. Suppress the policies and values of the economic foundation. This will... Okay, so less people are likely to join. They'll be less happy. Monthly influence. So this will cost 1 influence. So instead of having 3, it'll go down to 2. It's a bit early on to see. Once they start to get more population on their side, you'll get warnings, and then you can probably activate one of these. I think there's 3 different. Normally there's 3 different options, so they might have changed that to 2, although you might have to research the 3rd one. So I'll leave it for now, but there's a good chance that they're going to grow and grow. And again, until you can get your base happiness. Oh, that's why, because this planet has bonus happiness of 5%, so 50%. Okay, I might have to increase the population. Not population. I can't think of the word. Sorry. Habitability. I have to increase the habitability to find out what that is. Nope, wrong one. Deep scans and blah 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 triggered some kind of shipyard opening. It blew up in this. Okay, according to it, so that I didn't lose a science officer. Oh, maybe I did. No? What's going on here? Why is he paused? Because he did the research and then stopped. So I'll survey. Can I explore this one? Nope, he's already... Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll see if I can get to this arm up here. Again, I don't know the difference between explore and survey. Okay, gained a level, not importance. I don't know if you can actually turn those off. You can actually choose which icons pop up and tell you what's going on. Just from this thing here, I'm pretty sure that's a black hole, but I'll have to check that out again later. Okay. Constructor, still can't do anything with this constructor. Okay, so as you can see, the Alpha Centauri have built a science station to use that science. Might be worthwhile just to build a colony ship for here, because a Gaia world is very good, and again, if I can get that
Anomaly found.
research, get rid of, if I can get that edict to get an extra few tiles on there, I can have probably 14 or 15 tiles. And a Gaia planet, 100% habitability means that the happiness cap is 100%. So I've actually, and once I build that,
Construction complete.
oh, 220, dang it. Okay, I'm going to move the constructor down here, because I can build, a colony ship to colonize this planet. Once I've done that, I can construct mining stations. Okay. So that one still hasn't finished. So really, dang it. See, I've got to build my fleet. This is why I'm saying you've got to have your minerals and energy very...
System survey complete.
keep an eye on them very closely, because now that I've got to build a military fleet up to defeat these enemies, like there could be a Gaia planet, right? Unlikely to be that close to another one. A Gaia planet there of 24, or 25, sorry, which is the biggest you can get. If I could get that, the Gaia planet itself is just a happy planet just because of how perfect it is. So I think, I'm not sure if in general a Gaia planet produces happiness. I don't know if I can actually figure that out by looking. Right. So as you can see, there's nothing up here like there was for Alpha Centauri. Let's see if Earth, yeah, Earth has it. Capital world. So I think you have to I think once you research it, it should actually... Okay, so these are just things that live on the planet. Depending on your ethics, you can actually wipe them out, or just leave them be. But if you want to colonize that world, especially with an animal pet, because that's like a happiness thing, you really want to get them off this square. You might have to purge them from the planet, which I think my ethics don't allow. They'll say that
Research complete.
you can't actually do that. We have encountered some form of alien. Okay, so these are like space cows or something. So I'm going to pause this and check the research. Tile blocker. And there you go, the farm's level 2. This will be... Oh, I don't need that because I'm going to be sending ships out, and they're not empires attacking me, they're ships attacking my ships. So I'll leave that for now. I really need to get my minerals up. This is one of the cheapest ones. So I'm going to get this so that I can focus on getting my farms upgraded. Therefore, I don't need as many squares of farms, and I can turn some of those food resources into energy and mineral production. So we'll just see how we go for now. Unpause. I keep on forgetting to unpause the damn thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus solely on...
System survey complete.
Spaceport, there we go. Getting a colony ship. So I'm going to save up the 315 to get the colony ship. I'm going to colonize this planet immediately. And again, I can't get through here. So if I build the colony ship, if I colonize the Gaia world and build the station here to expand my influence, I should get this kind of dragging towards each other. So that should drag out that way, that should drag out that way, that should drag down that way. And as the population grows, the border grows a bit more with it. So hopefully, I think I'll speed the game up because nothing's really happening. I can just pause it if something pops up. As you can see, the science vessels are doing so much better. I got leader experience because they all started roughly the same time. They're going to gain experience at the same time. But once they get to a certain level, it slows down every level. So, okay, it pauses. We are receiving a transmission from... Okay, so this is the first Galactic Empire with... channels are now open and all hostilities between us have ceased for a moment. Okay. Okay, so our greetings are pretty peaceful. So this is a peace symbol. Meditation peace. You know, that's peace in general. That's trading and xenophile. So we're all happy. We're all. So they're the same. I know they're xenophobes. They're going to hate us because of that. Fanatic spiritualists. We're spiritualists, so that's going to give them happiness. Okay, so they're it doesn't actually say whether or not they don't like us. So they'll like us because we're spiritualists, but they're xenophobes. But we're also charismatic, I believe. I think I chose charismatic. New friends bring us one close to God. We greet you as equals. Okay, because they're extreme fanatics. Love is friendships set to music. That just sounds too... New friends bring closer to divinity. So they want to be divine, we want to be divine. So hopefully that will be a nice opening. Okay, now this is definitely going to start a xenophobic faction within the Empire. It's just one of those things that happen, I think. So we'll just let that go. We'll see where they are. They're right next door to us. We should have open borders with them. Oh, they've closed their borders.
System survey complete.
Okay, so
Research complete.
pause and check the research because it's going really fast. So I've got the armor, so now I can upgrade the ships. Ooh, this would be very helpful. This is for your space station, so that's not very important until they get to into your region of control. Now you can see here that they've obviously got one planet, they've obviously got about 3 systems just because of that. Even though we can only see their home base, we can see the systems they control. So obviously they've got a system here that's controlling this, or maybe even just an influence station. So they've got something here, and quite possibly might just be a station because it is a thin border, and you'd think that if it was just 2 planets, it'd be 2 blobs. So obviously there's 1, 2, 3. Maybe this one's got something. They'll probably build stations just to, and there you go. They've got that arm to themselves. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted over here. I wanted this entire arm to myself, block it off at the end, and colonize everything in it. Okay, so I'm going to have to start building my fleet up for certain. They don't like us straight off the bat. So I'm going to build up my... Well, I've just done armor, so I'm going to do 1 weapon. Get my weapons and armor going. Okay, let's see. My military fleet. Now I've got the option to upgrade. It's going to cost 77 minerals to upgrade, and I'll just get it done. So they're at 250 at the moment. I'm not building anything ship-wise, so that 250 will be 7 ships upgraded. 250. We'll see what that changes. Once that's done, we'll see about building more ships. But really, I want to get... See, this is colonizable, but it's only 60%. But again, they could colonize around and just block me in. So I have to spread out this way so that they don't block me in, because I've got no planets here to colonize. And again, I think once this science ship... Well, they've got closed borders, so I shouldn't be able to... Or maybe once I scan this one and get there, or yeah, see, you'll scan that one and then it will stop. But I think I've got the automatic, yeah. So in 8 months, it's going. I keep forgetting unfreeze.
Ships upgraded.
Well, bam. So no, it hasn't changed at all. So it doesn't actually tell you what your hit points are. It's more what your okay. So I'm going to check my unrest here before I do anything. It's at 0. How can I get factions of my unrest? Is at 0. Must have to do with happiness. Happiness unhappy people become factions, but the unrest is when the factions start to grow. Again, it's been a long time and they've changed a lot of things in this game. So I want to... Oh. Yep, okay, got enough energy. Okay. So I'll pause this. I will contact... Well, minus 30. New contact plus... Oh, so over the next 20 years, it will go up. So we're at minus 30. Once that's over, we'll go to minus 20. No, minus 10. So in 20 years it'll be minus 10 because they have because of so they've already met another empire that they're fighting. Has closed borders with us and someone else. So I will communicate with them, offer a trade deal. That's not it. Where is... Oh, I can't offer trade. Oh, they probably got closed borders as their main thing. Oh, really? Yeah, that's snubby. So maybe if I transfer 1 energy to... Oh, what the hell? Nothing. Oh, they are so far up themselves. Okay. Looks like I won't be getting any friendly support from them anytime soon. So we'll just keep this going.
System survey complete.
And then won't be able to go there, so he will sleep. So I'll pause this, get him, I'll survey around here. I don't want to go that way, because if I bump into the other empire, I might have 2 against me, and if both of them hate me, that might make them both friends, and could gang up on me. So yeah, it's a tricky little thing to do. And I think I might have these overlapping. Oh no, I've got him going around the outside, don't I? Okay, so... Okay. So I'll unpause... Actually, I'll see what... He's got... Oh wait, yeah, I do have them overlapping. Oh, but... Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Unpause it, I say. Factions. Oh, it dropped from 50. I know. See, they want to do economics.
Research complete.
Pause again because you're researching again. See, your research ends on the 1st of the month, so I paused it before the end of the month, and I've already lost a full month of research. So you've got to really keep it slow at the beginning of the game. Once you get to the end game, you lose a month or 2. It's not going to be a major loss. Okay, so we'll increase research speed in general. Unpause that. Once this coil gun is done, yeah, I really can't build this until I've built more energy. What's this? Detailed servo. We should do that. It may once have. Okay, so this is terraforming. So I'll just quickly show you what that means. So this one is an ocean world, but we're a continental.
Aggressors spotted.
And there's my alarm going off in the middle of a... Okay, so I'm going to stop the video soon. As soon as I explain this, I'll stop the video. So I want to pause this. Hostile fleets. 270, I'm at 266. This is why... Okay, so I'm going to have to get... I'm going to have to get an admiral in here. 200. I've got way more than I need. Weapons range will be good. I can get more ship upkeep. Combat disengagement chance. Ooh, okay, so either one of these 2 will be good. You want to get, if you can shoot them and keep out of the range of their weapons, that's great. But if you can do more damage on them, again, it depends on how many ships they have. They've got 5 ships and I've got 7. Can I... here we go. Armor is 103. Military power. Can I check this? So I've got more armor. Shields, I don't think I've got any. Shields. My shields are the same. Whole hit points are 300. So they got more hit points. I've got more armor and more equal shields. Their firepower is 47, and mine will be less than that because I haven't. Sheebas, that is way less. But hopefully I can drag them into weapons damage. +5 isn't going to do much, so I'll probably go with this one, just so I can get range damage on them. What I'll do, hopefully, is drag them into a battle with my starbase. So I'll put these guys on aggressive from now on, so they'll automatically attack any fleets entering the system. And again, hopefully they'll just focus them towards the star, which will be hopefully the starbase will attack them. So my defenses on this. Oh, I don't have any. Hang on. Hopefully I can upgrade these. Dang, I'm so close to a starbase. I'll leave this for now, but I really... It doesn't matter. If they can destroy my army, I'm pretty much gone by now because I haven't got any defenses in my home base. Like, they've changed this game to you have to fight early on. So I may have screwed myself here. I will put them in an aggressive stance and just hit the play again button. And let's see. They're going to leave actually slightly higher. Artifact ancient. Okay, so this could easily be a silent empire that will be awakened once we reach their borders. Or earlier when I said that the fleet could be a robotic fleet, could be part of this ancient civilization. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Situation log updated.
So I've got more ships, firepower is equal, so I should more than easily be able to wipe them out, I think. I've got larger range. Oh, yeah, their ships going down. Their shields are going down really quick. So, yep, I've won this battle. Thank God. Ah, is it? I wouldn't have known that. Thanks for the feedback there. Okay. Okay, come on. And I didn't lose a single ship. That's odd. I would have assumed, even though I had more ships. Okay, so I need a science vessel. Oh, okay, I need a science vessel. Which one should I use? I'll just pause that. So this one, I know I'll use this one because that's the area I would really want to explore. So I'll get him to research this project. Unpause. Constructor is there. So, yep, okay, I'm going to build a colony ship. And I think once your factions get stronger, I think their ethics might be part of the colony ship. So when you click on colony, it might actually have 2 options. Repairs completed. Your main one and one of the factions, if it's got a large support base on the planet before they leave. So that's going to do fine. So again, I've got plenty of resources. So that's going to come down to 9 once the colony ship has been built. And then I've got to wait, 2 years for it to colonize, a couple of months for
System survey complete.
Okay, a couple of months for it to get there, maybe a year. So probably for 3 years I'll be having +9 mineral, but energy. But you can see I'm not really using it. My main concern really is mineral output. So if I go to Earth into the surface, I really want to build. I thought I already had that. Oh no, I didn't have any minerals. That's right. So I want to build this, just so if any of the factions have a spiritual ethic, that attraction should give us a bonus in influence, because they're on the same level as us. So they want spirituality. So if we build a temple, that should see this one. She's going to move to Alpha Centauri because there's no job. Okay, so that's a pretty good idea. Normally I just build up. I don't think I really have my migration on freedom. I normally don't use those sorts of levels of ethics and stuff. So okay, I can build this now. So I will build that there, and then, well, maybe I shouldn't have built it there. Maybe I should have built it here. Okay, so I'll cancel that. Yes, I will build it here, because the food output should be fine. Yeah, food output's fine. Food output's fine, so I'll build it here, because I really don't want to waste any of the what? Oh, I was going to say, jeebus. I really don't want to waste the research, because research is extremely important. The faster you can research, the more weapons and stuff damage you can do. So that's the second time Earth was invaded, so I'm assuming the Pyrite starbase is around these two. But again, the starbase you can see in my system is 380, and it doesn't even have any defense on it. So the pirate starbases would have defenses on it, so that'd be a couple of hundred. So I really want to get these guys upgraded and extra ships. Okay, the colony ship's almost done. So I will construct.
Construction complete.
Minerals, minerals, minerals. So minerals are like money though as well, but energy's the galactic. Oh, that's right. I was going to stop this video because I didn't want to go too long. So it's been close to an hour. So I'm going to stop this video now. We'll look at colonizing another planet.
Construction complete.
I doubt I might actually turn this into a second sector if I've got the ability to do so. Oh, okay. So your home system isn't a sector. That's a sector. So I can have your home system plus 2 sectors. So I'm going to build a second sector and make that research priority. Okay, so I'm just going to pause this. I'm going to save this game, end it. Agree, and then exit the desktop. Okay, hopefully I've timed this right and I haven't actually gone over an hour. I'm pretty sure it's about an hour now. So I'll see you next time.